All right, I'm here with Teresa Zubrowski of Charleston CFO. Teresa, how you doing today?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. The reason that we're talking today is because we want to get to know you. We want to get to learn about your business. Tell me a little bit about Charleston CFO.
Charleston CFO was actually born back in 2017. I had a business partner. At that time, I thought that I would go out on my own, and I actually stuck it out with a business partner for a few more years until I finally, worked up the initiative to kind of just get the ball rolling. And it's always scary starting a new company, and I finally just decided to go ahead and do it and go off on my own. And so Charleston CFO then started operations at the beginning of 2021.
All right, cool. So you guys are a new company, but how long have you said that you've been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for 10 years.
Right
So I
on.
started out in public accounting. I dabbled in internal accounting for a little while. And then that's how I realized my true passion and love to be in public accounting. And so I went back into public accounting after only a year of being working internally at a corporate firm.
Right on. Right on. So it sounds like you're, you're obviously still establishing um, the company in and of itself, but maybe points of parity, points of differentiation. So, can you identify anything at this point that is, say, different from some of your competition in your company? Something that you like to do?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I have, like I said, I was with a different firm, and I do have a lot of the clients that were my clients that did come over with me when I decided to go off on my own. I think a lot of what kind of differentiates me from a lot of other companies is I have a little bit more of a laid back approach. So my clients, they aren't necessarily all just clients. They are like family. When we meet and talk, it's, how are the kids? How are the dogs? Just,
Yeah.
being able to have that laid back. And I think a lot of people have a certain perspective of what they feel their accountant or, like an attorney of how we're going to be. We're just these studious, kind of get to the point type industries. And I don't like that approach with my clients. And so I
Right.
feel like that's probably what sets me apart the most.
That's great. So you have a touch of warmth there, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
And honestly, you know, the way you described it is perfect. Anytime that I acquire services such as yours, it can be a bit, I guess, institutional is the word. We're just getting down to brass tacks, but there are things that could be done just to make things a bit more personable. So I think it's great that you're doing that. Um, so while on that, do you have any favorite customer service stories that you'd like to share with us?
I think that just being able to help people through, what we've all had to go through the past couple of years, helping them with the paperwork of obtaining the different types of loans and helping them to understand what exactly it means for them, and the strength of the business by taking on these different types of loans, assisting with forgiveness applications, et cetera, and not feeling like I have to charge like this, extra amount of money. I'm just been able to provide insight to allow clients to kind of manage a lot of those obstacles on their own, so that they didn't feel like they were in the dark. But they also weren't feeling they were having to come out of pocket for an additional service.
Right on. Okay, cool, cool. And so we got to cover the space here. Most people don't like talking about it, but we do like to get to know kind of the lay of the land over the last year. We've been dealing with COVID-19, and it has affected all types of businesses. And so, do you have like you started around that time, your own company? How has that affected your business?
For me, it's I came from a firm where I already had a clientele base. So I didn't really feel the effect as much as my clients did. So I would say that in my personal life, no, I did not feel the effects of COVID. But in my business life and for the care of my clients, I definitely felt the effect for it on their behalf.
Of course.
We're human, and I've got compassion for everybody that I work with. And so I've done my best to be compassionate when I need to be, is, waiving fees, pushing back fees, um, just doing whatever I can to kind of lighten their load, because I know that my industry hasn't been impacted as much as other industries like, salons, food and
I know,
beverage, hospitality in general. So,
of course. Well, it's good that you have that compassion, and so I guess on that no, I'm glad that you've done well, and that you're able to thrive in this environment. Um, and unfortunately, I actually got to let you go now, Teresa. But before I do, what is the best way to reach you? And one more time, tell us who you are.
the best way to reach me is usually by email, and that is Teresa, Teresa, at charlestoncfollc.com. You can also call our office at 843-408-0308.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Teresa Zubrowski, Charleston CFO. It was great speaking with you. All right.
It was great speaking with you. Thank you.